Hi, if you'd like to come on in for a little divination dose, we're going to scry the scrolls, add on some tarot and oracle, and as well we got the spirit box here kicking for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate, receive, or release freely. Thank you so much for joining me. For those who like, share, and subscribe, and those who donate to the channel, you truly, truly warm my haunted heart. All right, I'm going to grab a few more here. We're going to do a general divination dose for whatever day, timeless day, you are receiving this. If you'd like to take a moment with me, close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, letting go of the linear as we activate the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Oh, it says iScry. Let's scry. So fun. Okay. There's feminine energy coming through. Your feminine energy of the aura of all seems to be what's coming through. It's grounded by male energy. Taurus, Venus might mean something to someone along with the number 9. Okay, so we're going to go right in here. Sorry, you know those things that the doctors will put in your ears to see? I'm seeing that. Somebody else might be building a house or something along that lines. If you are the one building a house or something along that lines, it's the land is light. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Encouragement is on the bottom. Wide open, coming apart, solitude. Okay, here we go. I'll bring these up. And wide open also came up. This is that feminine energy. The feminine energy is... Are you from here? I am. Are you from here? The feminine energy is open. And it's like not coming apart in relation to, not the way I'm sensing it anyway. It's not necessarily coming apart from the masculine energy, but it's embracing more of its own abilities. The solitude is the masculine energy. And it's like, okay, do you know what this feels like? Whether this is internal or external, and you know me, I always wander in those realms. There could be an actual relationship, and I mean like a physical relationship, where it feels like the masculine energy feels alone, the feminine energy is craving openness, and something seems to be coming apart that seems like a tragedy or comedy. Okay, so that's one way, one rabbit hole that's being opened and expressed. There's something about okay, so how it's coming through is that this separation, if I may, it's actually a soul contract ending. And if things seem to be a little rocky road ice cream, it's because it's like someone's trying to hold on to what was when the contract's been completed. It's like doing a job by contract. The contract's done. The job has been complete. And now it's like this weirdness. Okay, but I'm landing into the feminine energy of it. Okay. Come together. Okay, so it's like the masculine energy or the male embodiment of the masculine energy wants to get back together or stay together. Balancing act has come out as well. Sad embrace. I don't know that it's going to happen. Give me one moment here. sad embrace, golden palace. Okay, so it may, if you are in this relationship that may or may not, it's like reevaluating it. There's a even if it's internal, the internal relationship of the male and female energies, and the female energy is embracing an openness, and the masculine energy may feel stagnant or stuck, but it's actually this openness of the femme energy that's going to bring back towards and come back together with the male energy, because I'm seeing the male energy as the lighthouse, so it like holds the space strong for this feminine, it's emotional energy. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. The feminine energy is like kind of out on the waters now of feeling, and the masculine energy is like holding space to say, and I'm the lighthouse, you can see me, you can feel me when you're ready to return. Now this isn't in a, I don't want to say it's like the traditional relationship paradigm or programming that we can apply. Like there's earnestly a lot of compassion to this. There's a soulful understanding that in order for the next contract or cycle that's not going to be repetitive, but to start anew, it's like taking this moment to grieve what was, but with gratitude to say, we actually accomplished that. Do we want to, do it again? And now I'm coming into the movie, What Dreams May Come. And at the end of the movie, they say, do we want to do it again? And they do it again. But they've been through some stuff. The Tower, yes, they have been through some stuff. Will that come through? Okay. So the masculine energy is, it's like the lighthouse feeling the tower the most at this point. But it's holding on. But it's almost like, okay. The feminine energy as it's exploring empathically to ensure there's a respect as one is holding this space on land, on earth, the love, the groundedness. It's not taken advantage of. It's respected, right? Now, and even if that means if this is an external relationship, you come back to say if you're deciding not to, right? And to have that conscious conversation if there is a coming, because there's blatantly choices here of coming apart and come together. The coming apart brings me into this scroll where it's because the old cycle, the karmic contract is complete. The sad embrace is like the plumbing of listening. And it's like, I'm listening.
Worry.
But I'm applying, a little worry. And now worry brings me into the water. Also, the feminine energy could be worried. I feel like I was going to say what I don't want, but then I immediately stopped because it's like I want to admit what I do want. Two of Pentacles and Three of Cups. Okay, I'm looking at a compact mirror. Yeah, I'm looking at a compact mirror of power paradigms. Because it's like right now I'm sensing, whether within the self or externally in a physical relationship, I feel like there's a third person. And when I say third person, I don't mean a person per se. Absolutely could be for some if you're in a throuple. But I feel as though the way I'm understanding it, it's like there's a plus and a minus, and there's space in between. The space in between is the 3. Space can be really good. The asshole in reverse. Is it in reverse? No. The space in between can be really good, but I feel like if it's taken advantage of or drained like a battery, then it's going to be depleted. Whether the internal masculine energy or the external, because I saw Emperor in there as well. it just could have been very dominating, trying to control stuff. It's a balancing act of what will help the palace grow gold. Death. Two of Wands. Like my heart is in my hand. For some, this it could almost be like, if I'm going to be dramatic about it, and I don't mean dramatic in diminishing it, I mean that's how it feels. There could have been some sort of abusive cycle that, whether, again, internal, external, and my heart is in my hand, like somebody has my heart. You know, what is that? It's in the show Once Upon a Time, and is it the evil queen that has hearts in boxes and she can control them? That's what that feels like. This is intense. Compassion, if you are resonating with this divination dose, and perhaps you're navigating through this and this is validation, or it's just giving you alternative inspiration to consider, like applying the lighthouse in the water, like that storyline to help navigate. Six of Swords is on the bottom. Oh, we're going over there. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Listening. Something's blocked off. What is that? Oh, for heavens and hot dogs. One moment.
Child.
Yeah. There might be a child involved. We have Shaman of Song coming through. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Thank you. Okay. It's the song in my seat. And I know that's a very weird way to say that. So I'm seeing one of those very old metal seats. I think they were on tractors, not so much bicycles. I think it's a tractor. Pretty sure it's a tractor, nonetheless. And it's the seat. The song is in my seat, but it's coming from the crown, like overhead. There's the seat, all the lines, and then I'm seeing it in the seat here. It's like they're trying to talk. Spirit of nurture, spirit of truth, ancestor of guidance. I want to sing a song. Sing a song. Hunter of gifts. I want to go towards something. Opening the compact. And it's really two mirrors. Seeing somebody put batteries in a fridge trying to preserve the connection. Ancestor of guidance is still on the bottom. You know, like, well, I don't know, back in the day anyway, like my parents would put batteries in the fridge. And I feel like I'm trying to preserve that whole circuit of this connection. But really I've kind of put it in the cold. I don't actually know if it's helpful or if it's just a myth, but it's what I can do right now. That's what I can do. It's all very much a balancing act. Dancer of Lies was upside down to me esoterically, and protection. Somebody really might have been in a abusive relationship, because you're the gift of the Golden Palace is how I'm feeling it. And who wants to give that up? Especially if you're feeding another energy or entity. Right? They don't want to give that up. If you're their nectar, you're their drug of choice. And I have to decide. There's a lot of respects in this relationship that's happening, whichever one you may land in, internally, externally. Codependency, interdependency. All right, I'm going to get ready to close out here. Is there any inspiration we can offer to any souls that are going through this? Sensing this. Sailing out into the waters. I got to sneeze. Hold on. No, we're good. Nobody wants to sneeze on camera. Curiosity is coming through. Yeah, can't talk when you're sneezing. When I look at the Dancer of Lies, it's like the lies I'm telling myself. or the lies that maybe have been told. Either way, whichever way this lands, if the masculine energy is holding strong in the solitude space of the lighthouse and the feminine energy is out wandering right now, and you can empathically feel that, and your male energy is still here, it's a yes, okay, I'm focused, go feel, I am your grounding point, feel, sense, come back, feel, sense, come back, I am here. Because there will be a trade-off again where the masculine energy becomes curious and wanders out, not necessarily in the same waters, but reflectively, like in the space on top of the water, right? Like thinking of space in all its vastness, but right on the surface of the water. It's like right from that point up is where the masculine energy may soar through, right? And work through. And then the feminine energy is going to hold space there. Okay, so there will be a balancing off when I land into that, like getting back to integrity. It's not because there's a lostness. It's the space is proving. It's almost like seeing how far wireless technology can go. That's how that feels. How far can our connection go without testing it to the degree that it'll break? But maybe that's what you really want to know. Maybe you're testing it maliciously or truly just out of curiosity, or you've had this conversation. Maybe you're in a long distance relationship and you're like, how far can this go? How long can we do this? When is the time we can foresee us, living in the same space, this, that, or the other? And then for others, there's a relationship that's coming to an end.
Cold.
Yeah. Cold. Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Maybe 15 days. Maybe this is going on for 15 years. But I'm hearing 15 months quite specifically. 15 months. Previous to, say, this present moment to like the future of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is the middle point, 15 days there might be something, 15 months there could be another thing, that kind of feel. Okay, closing out. Woo. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if I said like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much to the Spirit Box for supporting. Do we have anything else as we're closing out? As these energies are dusting out of stagnation, resourcefulness. Thank you. On the bottom, we have beloved acceptance with that fire heart. Whether this passion is returning to you, returning to the resonance and relationship, as it is an option, but it's like it has to be stated very clearly. Especially if it's if it's external, and forgiveness is applied, acceptance is applied. It's like burning the contract of what was, and we're clearing, and it's not that we're dismissing them, so we're not bringing forward. We're just going to move forward and reconcile and start a new contract. And I think that makes me feel like I really want to acknowledge that. And then on the other hand, if it's ending, there's like moments, especially if it's abusive. Now, I'm not saying it's the male abusing the female energy. This is just the interaction. Like, it could be a female expressed with masculine energy, but that's just what's stepping forward, because it's very active energy, right? The masculine energy is very active.
Spirit animal.
Sorry, yeah. Transpersonal, horned cactus resourcefulness. Seeing something about reserving oneself, being really and that guardian and ancestor of guidance has been through a few times. It's like, I want to get my wings back. That's what I feel like. I want to get my wings back. But even in that calling, I need to talk to myself and not lie to myself? Do I need to sever this connection for that? I feel like that's just a blatant question. Okay. Last but not least, we have here translucence, love the darkness, which is master number 33. So listening to the messages of the shadow as it's carrying. So you really might be going through something that seems really dark, but it is your messenger. And it's like carrying your light that almost seems exhausted, but I'm sailing through it. Let chance play a role. Master number 33, I want to get my wings back. I want to go through the gates, balancing after
Stephanie.
Coming together. Or consciously separating and knowing that relationship always has its value, its learning. But you know what I'm saying. Compassion, gratitude, and until next time, thanks.